Happy Monday. Good evening, my ride and die supporters. I pray you all are doing well on this blessed Monday of February 15th, the day after Valentine's Day. I hope you all enjoyed your day of love yesterday, that you received all the love, phone calls, cards, chocolate, greetings, or whatever that you got to celebrate for Valentine's Day. Day of Love. And plus, we're in the month of course, Black History Month, and a lot of research is being um, that we're doing and finding out a lot about our history and doing some research on things that we forgot about. It's good to take time out and reflect on some things that we learned throughout the years as Black people living in America, throughout our history in America. It's good to learn those things. And today I did tune in to listen to Block Bender TV. He came on today. He did an upload, I believe, or was he live? I don't. If he was live, I wasn't on the live, but I did get a chance to listen to his upload that he had. His talk on coin pro whatever, and it was a very interesting topic, and it was very interesting to find out these interesting things he had shared. So if you ever have a chance, just check his channel out, Blockbender TV. I mean, I really enjoyed that. I didn't leave a comment or anything, but I did hit the like button. I didn't leave a comment because sometimes I just want to just like, let things sink in, and also go back and do some of my own research as well, and try to remember all what he was like sharing today in that video on some history that took place politically and also with Black men and women here in America. Okay, the reason I'm doing this upload today, this video today, this live, if I am live and you are in the chat, welcome to my live. Welcome to the chat. You can leave a comment. I will look at it eventually, but I can't really see anything right now, what's going on, because I still haven't, like I said, figured out how to really, work this thing. Okay, so my discussion today is about some of the things that I did see on YouTube in the last couple of days. I sometimes see community posts where people still going at each other, and people are threatening each other or whatever. Stuff like that's going on, like cyberbullying, making threats to do physical harm to a person, also making threats to harm people's family members, and all kind of crazy stuff. That's just been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I just say like this, this is YouTube, and this is a social media channel that we use to bring content to the community, to get across to the community, voicing our own opinion about things that go on with celebrity lives, things about celebrities, things that's taking place in world news, just up, I'm sorry. I just got in from work, just got myself together to get on here, and I just had this stuff on my mind, and I just wanted to share it. So I got to take my time. I did not sit down and prepare for this. This is something I just came across wanting to do, randomly. Um, we come on here to share our views and our content about things taking place, like current events, I would say, and just bringing our own opinion to the community or whatever. There's no reason why people should go at each other, making threats to each other on social media. If you agree or disagree with a person, I believe that you should just like, hey, if you don't agree with me, then you don't agree with me. If you agree with me and you want to rock with me, then that's fine. But there's no reason for the bodily harm threats, and also making threats to harm people's relatives, children, elders, mothers, things of that nature. Okay? There's no reason for that. If you are not getting along with a person and y'all have a different way of seeing things in life, I just believe you just should just leave each other alone. Don't even bother communicating with each other, even if they are a part of the R. Kelly support team or they complain to be. Because anybody that's made, to me, I look at a person doing all of this stuff, causing conflict and distraction all the time and looking for this kind of attention all the time, and it's surrounding and attaching them, I'm sorry, and attaching themselves to the R. Kelly support group or whatever. I don't believe they really in this to support Robert Sylvester Kelly if they're doing these things. Like I said it before in a previous video, if you are in support of Robert Sylvester Kelly, you are going to put your best forward because you are fighting for his rights and for the public, whatever's going on with him, people could see the good in him through us, like his fans and his supporters or whatever. People that's acting and behaving in this type of way, to me, are not people for Robert Sylvester Kelly. If they really cared about Robert Sylvester Kelly and his well-being right now, they wouldn't be carrying on this way publicly on social media and attaching themselves to him. They got to be somebody that's actually, like I said before, being paid to be a part of the group. They get inside this R. Kelly group thing and cause distraction. So you got to be really careful about who you following on these YouTube streets and who channels you are subscribing to. Now, me at one time was subscribed to an individual's channel, and I'm telling you, when I start seeing certain moves they were making and certain ways they were acting and misbehaving, and I even tried to talk to them in private to correct their behavior or to communicate with them where it could just be a one-on-one type of thing that we can both share our likes and dislikes of each other, I guess. I don't know. It don't have to be in everybody's sight and don't have to be put in everybody's eyes. It don't have to be done where you have to sound the trumpet. You have to, get attention from other people, approval from other people or whatever. Something to be done privately, but they didn't want to go with that. But anyway, so I left them alone. I leave them alone and everything. And I've tried again to make amends with things and, try to start all over again and give them a chance. Try to give them that third eye. But same results. So when somebody keep coming at you with the same messiness, or just keep coming at you, just attacking you, and just trying to put you in a place where they try to embarrass you in front of other people and try to make a scene, this, that, and the other about you or whatever, you just got to leave people like that alone for you, not for the person, but for you, because that's not healthy. Because eventually, I said this many, many times before, you will turn into that person. And I'm going to share something with you here as an example. Something that we all may have witnessed already. Okay? As much as I really, really, really hate to bring this person's name up in this, but it's just something that you can identify with. So I can give you a better understanding. Remember when Levi first came on the scene, he was this, godly man, had a love for the Lord, spoke kind words and everything, and spoke highly of Robert Sylvester Kelly. And he was supposed to became, at that time he said he was a relative. And it was working for Levi at that time. It was really working for Levi because he had me fooled, because I thought he was blood ties or related to Robert Sylvester Kelly. I thought so, because when emotions were high and people were looking like, wow, why is this going on to Robert Sylvester Kelly, seeing his character being assassinated in the public and seeing the things that has been done to him. So I'm taking you back to that so you will know where I'm going here. So when all of that was taking place, like it was working for Levi. People really, really had sincerely believed in Levi, genuinely believed in Levi, and really wanted him to be one of the front line faces in this fight against the injustice that was going on with Robert Sylvester Kelly. He spoke well. He brought relief to a lot of people. That him even introducing himself as being a relative, that brought some relief. That family was out there, you know, who had his back, Robert Sylvester Kelly's back. But moving on to this, what I'm saying here, until all of a sudden something took place. DJ Tyson came along. Okay. And at first, DJ Tyson, we all saw, the replay. He was attacking, um, of course, Dana J, Dana J, Dana J. All the time. He kept coming at for Dana J. And then all of a sudden, after all of that had started happening, a lot of other people got dragged into it, and it caused problems in the group or whatever. And then, as much as we pleaded with Levi to leave it alone, Levi, stop, going at this brother for what he did. Okay, even me myself, I came for him too. I was like, I'm tired of him coming on here, begging for money, asking for money, support his channel. Women was coming at my channel, attacking me on the sake of him. And, oh, if people want to give their money in, blah, 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 blah. Maybe they were right. They were right. But I was just really looking out for, because I saw some people getting hurt behind doing it. And some people really were just doing it out of compulsion. Meaning they giving, but not truly giving for that purpose. They feeling forced to give. They feeling forced to give, or they gonna be, shunned. And everybody wants to be loved, everybody wants to feel accepted, everybody wants to be acknowledged in some kind of way of what they're doing. And this young lady, or whoever she is, that's another story, but anyway, we'll get into her some other time. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave that alone. But I'm just going to say the person was hurt behind that. Then all of a sudden, it became like, oh, he's a con artist. Oh, he's out here scamming off of money off of these women. These women keep giving. They kept giving. And they kept coming for other women that spoke against doing these things. And da-da-da-da. And it all turned on me. So I left it alone. You know what I'm saying? But I made my peace with my God with that issue, that I was having, and also along with that person. So I'm not going to try to pick it up again, but I'm just trying to bring something here so you can see where I'm going, because I had to go back and look at some things. And I pleaded with Brother Levi. I still consider him Brother Levi. I still consider him brother. He kept coming for Tyson. He kept coming for Tyson. I did everything I can to plead with Levi. Leave it alone, Levi. Don't keep coming for this brother. Don't keep coming for him like that. Just ignore him. If you don't like what this brother's doing, just stay in your lane. Just do you. You know what I'm saying? Keep your platform together. Keep your subscribers and everything, and keep us moving on to do what we can do to fight against this injustice that's going on with Robert. But no, instead, it started eating him up so badly that he even turned on himself. It turned on himself. I haven't seen him on these streets lately. If he's been on these streets or wherever he's at or whatever side he's on, we all know he was starting to hang out with the Teen Truth people and started to, get close to Angelo and with Larry and all those people over there that was part of the takedown of Robert Sylvester Kelly, wanting to see this man incarcerated, go to jail, do hard criminal time, and for some false lies and accusations that was out for him. And Levi used to come hard at people for, being disrespectful to Robert Sylvester Kelly. That's why I could never understand how he softened up when it came to Angelo, and when it came to Larry, and when it came to that young lady Azarel, kept defending her and Anyway, kept coming for Brother Terrell. So eventually, all of that turned on Levi. He became the villain. Okay. His heart turned hard. He wasn't the nice Levi guy, the gentleman that we met from the beginning when this whole thing started. Or maybe that's who he was all along, but he was trying to, like hold back and hide away until I guess it was time for him to make that move or whatever. I don't know. I'm just saying. So what happened is that Levi became the villain now. He went on the other team side and it turned evil. So what I'm saying is that don't keep going at a person every time they saying something out there. You just stay in your lane. You just keep doing you. You just keep going. If you about this stuff and your heart is right in the right place about it, you ain't got to worry about what they saying about you out there. God is amazing. And I say God is amazing because whenever God knows your heart, you know what I'm saying? And when the enemy is coming at you all the time to attack you, God knows how to raise the standard. God knows how to block them. God knows how to get them out your way. God can do all things but fail. Believe me. Because the way the enemy came to attack me too. I called on the name of Jesus, and the enemy don't bother me anymore. And even if they are saying things about me out there, I don't see it. I don't hear it because God shut down. God got it out of my way. Got it out of my sight, out of my way, and everything. So I'm just saying to those people that just feel that this person is a nuisance to them and keep attacking them and they tired of it, you got to give it to God. God will turn it around for you. God will change all of that for you. You don't have to keep going back and forth with a person who's a nuisance, who's just know that they're not here for Robert Sylvester Kelly. You already see that. They're not for Robert Sylvester Kelly to keep bringing all of this distraction and this craziness surrounding things about him going at all his platforms. When I mean his platforms, meaning the people who are bringing content on Robert Sylvester Kelly, some who are doing a magnificent job of doing it. Those who stay up doing research and bringing great content to the community. And, they're not even on a salary. They working pro bono. Okay? But they might get donations from some scribes every now and then, a little something here, a little something there to their channel, whatever like that. But not something that they're going to make a living on. Actually a living on, like knowing that their salary is locked in, that this salary, what they will say is fixed. It's not like that. So I'm just saying to people out there who don't understand all of this stuff, because Levi, he hasn't been on the scene lately. I guess he went and hid under a rock because he now probably, God works on this and this. All of this start eating you up. All of this starts to crumble. You know what I'm saying? You eventually you will come to your enemy's foot. You will come to that person's footstool for the wrong you've been doing. I mean, the man got so mad in his mind that he actually wanted to go dig up this man's past of his something that happened 20, 30 years ago, over 30 something years ago, just like what they doing now to Robert Sylvester Kelly. This is how hard and evil sometimes people's heart gets when they really want to destroy a human being and can't forgive and can't move forward. They just eating it up until it just takes them away. Okay, it just takes them away. Just like these people doing to Robert Sylvester Kelly. I'm sure these wicked folks that don't, that's doing this stuff, they know right now they scared. But they don't want to be shown to be wrong. So they got to find some kind of way to hide their evil deeds that they do. They got to find another way to try to work around it and drag their feet about things. They have nothing on that man. Because if they did, they would have been glad to be having it on blast right now all through the news, but they don't got anything on him. Talking about high profile case and we holding him bond. They know what they did was wrong and how they did it was wrong. So they just gonna try to weigh it out, and they gonna just try to get R. Kelly to take a plea and try to bully him into a plea and everything just to cover up the cover up. And Rob ain't falling for it. He ain't falling for it. You know, he's not falling for it. They even sent some Jeremiah, whatever dude, up in his cell to beat him up. Okay? To beat him up while he was asleep. While he was asleep. Now they say Jeremiah is no longer there. They moved him to another prison penitentiary somewhere else. Bunch of crap. You know what I'm saying? It was one of them. But like I'm saying, they made threats to his family and everything and told them, y'all better tell y'all protesters and everything don't come around the MCC building or we gonna keep beating Rob. And they made threats to Bruce and they made threats to Carrie. I ain't see them on the scene lately. So where they at? Anyway, all that crying and carrying on I did for them. They better come back on the scene. Do something. Tasha K, go get them. Especially that Carrie. Go get him, Tasha. But find out what's going on with them brothers. Yep, don't leave us hanging out in thing after all we don't put out there for y'all brothers, to make that peace with yourselves, with your brother, and everything else like that. You ain't gotta say but so much, but every now and then pop up on the scene. Let us show how real you are, so we can continue this fight against the injustice being done to your brother, Robert Sylvester Kelly. Your mother's child. Okay? Y'all all shared the same womb. Back to what I'm saying about these people that's on YouTube that are out here terrorizing folks. Eventually, they will go away. The wicked will wither away. It's in Psalms. Let me go to my tablet here. I put on my glasses so I can help you out so you know where to go. I know it's in I think it's Psalms 37. I'm not sure. You gotta excuse me. I don't wear my glasses all the time. I really don't. But I'm gonna go here on my tablet. And go to my Bible. And we're going to find this Psalms. And I'm going to read it to you. I ain't going to read the whole Psalms, but I'm just going to read that part to you so you can go and read it for yourself and meditate on the word of what I'm talking about here. Is it Psalms? Because I used to read this. I was going through something one time, and I was working for a company that was really, 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 really wicked. And I was kind of feeling like looked over, sort of like, and I was a great worker, and I did everything supposedly supposed to be done right at the time, and I was being looked over for a lot of reasons. So every day I used to read this Psalms, and when I used to read the Psalms, it used to bring me so much relief that I just know that God was talking to me then. And God was telling me it's going to be okay. I'm going to take care of these wicked folks. So don't you fret not thyself because of evildoers. And I believed that. And I started to believe it and I started to believe it. And then all of a sudden, it worked. It really worked. It had really worked for me. And now I just share it with everybody. I know, oh God. Just let me never be ashamed to deliver my righteousness. Bow down not here to me, enemy speedily. Okay. It's actually Psalms 31. This is Psalms 31. In thee, O Lord, do I put my trust. Let me never be ashamed. Deliver me in thy righteousness. Bow down thy ear to me, deliver me speedily. Be thou my strong rock for an house of defense to save me. For thy art my rock and my fortress. Therefore, thy name's sake, lead me and guide me. Pull me out of the net that they have laid privately for me. For thy art my strength. Into thy hand I commit my spirit. Thou hast redeemed me, O Lord, God of truth. I have hated them that regard lying vanities, but I trust in the Lord. I will be glad and rejoice in thy mercy, for thou hast considered my trouble. Thou hast known my soul in adversities, and hast not shut me up in the hand of the enemy. Thou hast set my feet in a large room. Have mercy upon me, O Lord, for I am in trouble. My eye is consumed with grief. Ye my soul in my belly, for my life is spent with grief. Yea, my soul in my belly, for my life is spent with grief, and my years with sighing. My strength fails because of my iniquity, and my bones are consumed. I was a I was a reproach among all mine enemies, but especially among my neighbors, and a fear to mine acquaintance. They that did me without fled from me. I am forgotten as dead men out of mind. I am like a broken vessel. For I have heard the slander of many. Fear was on every side, while they took counsel together against me. They devised to take away my life. But I trusted in thee, O Lord. I said, thou art my God. My times are in thy hand. Deliver me from the hand of my enemies, and from them that persecute me. Make thy face to shine upon the servant. Save me for thy mercy's sake. Let me not be ashamed, O Lord, for I have called upon thee. Let the wicked be ashamed, and let them be silent in the grave. Let the lying lips be put to silence, which speak grievous things proudly and contemptuously against the righteous. O how great is thy goodness, which thou hast laid up for them that fear thee, which thou hast worth for them that trust in thee before the sons of men. Thou shalt hide them in the secret of thy presence. From the pride of men thou shalt keep them secretly in pavilion, from the strife of tongues. Blessed be the Lord, for he has showed me his marvelous kindness in a strong city. For I said, in my haste I am cut off from before thine eyes. Nevertheless, thou heardest the voice of my supplications when I cried unto thee. O love the Lord, all ye saints, for the Lord preserve the faithful and plentifully reward the proud doer. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart, all ye that hope in the Lord. Let this fall on good grounds. Let it be a seed planted into your spiritual life, that you will know how to be silent before the Lord and allow God to work in your life and to fight your battles when the enemy come up against you. Don't try to take the enemy, go after that devil, because that devil could be very, very powerful. And that's what I said about Levi for Kelly. When he kept coming for Kevin Sorrell, it turned on Levi. He became the villain. So be careful. Keep going after people on this internet that keep attacking your spirit and got you going out of your head and got you having to post things at them all the time. You don't have to. Because if you stay away from them, and ignore them, they'll go away. And God will take care of the rest. You take one step towards God, and God will take the rest of the way for you. I know, because this Psalms I just read here, I was going through. Boy, I was going through. You know, but God took care of all of that for me. We don't have to keep going at people when they gotta say something about, you gotta handle it in, your way, get caught up all up in your flesh. No, you gotta sometimes shut it down, even shut down the internet sometimes, and just go pray about it. Because that's what I had to do a few times on here, especially when it came to that person. I said what I had to say, and I left it alone, and I left it in God's hands to handle that wicked man. Now, I'm not talking about Levi. Levi never done anything to me. Never. And I'm going to put it out there. He has never attacked me in any kind of way, ever said anything bad about me. If he did, I don't know about it. Like I said, God took care of it. Because if he did, it was done somewhere quietly, and it wasn't out in public or whatever. I don't know. But he's never attacked me, but I was always looking out for his best interest. And I was always, because I had liked Levi. I was a subscriber to Levi. I enjoyed listening to his content at a time, and then he got crazy dealing with, that mess over there. He got caught up in that mess with doing what he started doing, going after Terrell, and he joined, and I guess that's how he thought he was going to get his support through that other side, Angelo the Angelo and what's the other dude name? Angelo and Larry. I don't even know them guys. I don't really go on none of their channels. I don't really mess with them. I just know Azarel, and he just deal with the little young Azarel, because she's like be all over the place, and then she was supposed to have been Team Kels at one time, and she flipped the script, So done with her. So anyway, I'm just saying, don't keep going at the villain, or else you're gonna become the villain. Okay, don't do it. Let God fight your battles. He can handle folks a whole lot better than we can. Trust and believe in his mighty, mighty power. Anyway, y'all, I gotta get ready for Betty. Bye. Gotta get up and go to work. I gotta get up. So I just wanted to just come and chit chat with you a little bit. Some of the things I just wanted to just bring to your attention that's going on here on these YouTube streets with all the back and forth beef with one another. I just come on here to celebrate Robert Sylvester Kelly, and I'm here for the fight for his rights and keep his spirit and keep him lifted. And what he's going through, from what I understand, he got another status hearing in this week. Matter of fact, this week on the 17th, my mommy's birthday. And see, I was supposed to be in New York last weekend to put flowers on mommy's grave, but it started raining, icy snow. We wasn't going to try to take that drive, so we stayed here. We chilled. We enjoyed our Valentine's last night. We played out Robert Sylvester Kelly, of course. I played the hell out of Heaven. Chose You to Be My Valentine, of course, and my husband, he enjoyed it too as well with me, and we also listened to some of the other songs that he wrote that my own husband didn't know Robert wrote these songs. He was like, "Stop playing, baby." I said, "No, Robert wrote these songs." The song by Maxwell and all of that from Love and Basketball, that song, and Hush by Jaheim, and he wrote a few songs there for Jagged Edge, and Jagged Edge got some pretty nice bangers out there. So I just wanted to just say that I was educating him last night, like, baby, you gotta hear this song. Robert wrote it. I said, R. Kelly wrote this. He said, damn, he wrote for the whole goddamn R&B. I was like, you goddamn right. He wrote for all of them, and my husband, he likes to listen to Jaheim, some of Jaheim's stuff. Jagged Edge is one of his, groups that he like listening to every now and then when he want to sit back and we want to chill and listen to music, get our drink on, and just have fun around the house, whatever. But talk about that with y'all some other time. But I gotta go. Let me go to bed. I went to work today. We had an early run-in. I was there in the morning and worked this afternoon, because of the holiday and stuff. It was optional, but I wanted to come in because I wanted to make that overtime, and I wanted to also Yeah, I needed to make that overtime. How about that? I needed to make that overtime. But anyway, I gotta go. So love you all. You all have a blessed and wonderful Monday night evening. And if God's willing, I'll be back with you later on in the week, depending on what comes up. Okay. Peace.